Perfect. Welcome back. We are here once again. I'm Alexis Dubois. This is Lamise. Yeah, perfect. I was going to try to let Lamise say her own name.
Don't say my last name. It's fine.
I was trying to let you.
Good enough.
Okay. So we are back here, back from Brossard, Quebec. We are now about a few minutes away, if we're asking our referees here, 90 seconds away from kicking off our co-ed, no, not co-ed, our women's two finals. We have Lizibou, the 5 seed, an underdog, against a rugby team from the Université de Montréal. What are you looking forward to? Ibou versus Carababes. What should we be looking for?
It's going to be a physical game, I think. Both teams are known for their physicality. They're solid. I would say Liibo has a little bit more speed, but Carababes is very versatile. They make moves. They have a lot of yards after catch. So it's going to be an interesting game.
So you are playing with Red Nation in Women's 2.
Yeah.
You are now not in the finals. You're in the booth instead.
Yes.
We'll try not to remind you of that too much, but
Thanks,
we will.
Alexi.
We have 52 seconds left before kickoff. We have our countdown in 47 seconds. What are the strengths of Carababes and Lizibou?
We played Lizibou early on in the season around week 6. We did beat them. They did start to get better as the season went on. So I would say we definitely beat them early on, and then here we go. But Carababes have had a steady season, steady playoffs as well. So we'll see how it goes.
Look, Carababes are 100% your favorites. They're the juggernauts coming in. Are they 10-0? Look at my paper. Yes, they are 10-0. 20 seconds to go. What you need to know about Lizibou in the 18-second nutshell we have left before kickoff, we're being counted down by the refs here, always the refs ruining FPF, you know how it is the fact that they've had a fantastic playoff run. They have come from the 5 seed. They've come from a mediocre season. Do you know how many yards they have so far passing in the playoffs? 750.
Wow.
Do you know how many interceptions they're averaging a game? Nearly 3. This team has put on a performance for the ages in the playoffs. Do you think they can keep that alive? We're going to know very soon. So we have our captains coming out. We have our ref crew of Tara, Owie, and Tom. We have number 2, captain for Carababes, Caroline Larivière, going to meet up with her counterpart from Lizibou. Les Carababes, they are the top seed. They are the number 1 seed. Do they do the conservative thing and choose defense first?
Why not? Defense first tends to be what they choose mostly. I just want to take a minute to give props to our wonderful head ref, Tara Mrakic. My favorite person right here.
Well, now I'm insulted.
Yeah, well, listen, you can't get on that level and we'll talk about it, Alexi. But yeah, she's helped the women's division run since we've had it in FPF. She was one of the founders of our rule book. She was one of the people who encouraged all these teams from the universities to come and make teams in FPF. So hats off to her, and here she is, the head ref in the women's division 1.
But what we really need to see is Tara take off the stripes and play in the women's division. Any chance that ever happens?
I think she's retired those cleats.
It was worth a try.
I wish.
Would you be on that team?
Definitely. Oh my goodness, yes. She's the master of those 5-yard hooks and catch. That's the.
I'd expect. Is she a quarterback, or I've never seen Tara play?
She could throw. She can, but her running knees are a little retired. But she can definitely throw. She can do the quick outs, quick routes. She's good.
Sounds good. So we have the captain's huddle here coming up. Who are some players to look out for on both of these teams?
Alexia on the Carababes, number 4,
Alexia
I believe.
Vitti, fantastic player.
Yeah, fantastic player. She's quick. I've just seen her gain yards after catches, and it's been incredible to watch. So I wonder what her stats are, but just from what I know, it's going to be great. From Les Ibou, it's going to be a mix. I don't think they have one person that shines. They kind of carry each other on, which is maybe going to help them out right today. Definitely what's gotten them this far is that they've managed to
I'm going to disagree with you there.
Yeah?
Sarali Morel from Lizibou had a fantastic regular season. If I tell you 419 yards and 6 touchdowns during her 10 games in the regular season, you say that's a good season, right?
Yeah.
Well, what if I told you she has 432 yards in 3 playoff games? 3 games.
32 yards.
In 3 games.
Yeah.
That's absolutely nuts. Clearly the chemistry going on right now between the quarterback for Lizibou, Émilie, Adam, and Sarali Morel is simply on another level. Yeah. So, Lamise, you've played in women's too. Yeah. You are a defensive guru. How do you handle a threat, an offensive juggernaut like the run that Sarali has been on, putting up an average this could sound crazy, but 150 yards a game.
Wow. That's a crazy average, I'm not going to lie. There's going to be strategic. I would try first putting my best defender on her. Lock that down. Put the pressure on. Let her know that we know she's not an option right now. Take her away from her quarterback as an option.
To put that number of 150 yards a game on average in comparison, I don't think I have 150 playoff receiving yards in like 15 seasons in FPF.
Wow.
I can tell you that I average less than 150 receiving yards a season in total. So to do that a game is absolutely mind-boggling.
Yeah. It's good for us to mention Alexi the last time these two teams met during the season.
Lizibu didn't score
at all.
It was a 20-0 win
20-0
for Carababes.
Yeah, it was early on in the season, I think.
It was week 4.
Yeah, week 4. So maybe before Les Hébreux made their changes, but they definitely did start to get better. But Carababes have been consistent. What's going to win today?
Was an absolute blowout.
Yeah.
It was only a 20-point scored by Carababes.
Yeah.
But to give you an idea, Émilie Adam threw for 75 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. That is not an impressive stat number. I think she was pulled from the game eventually, replaced with another QB. That being said, the Ibu team we saw in week 4 is entirely different from the Ibu team we have going into this matchup. Their playoff form has been exceptional. They're starting on offense. What do you know about this team? Do they like deep shots, short shots? What do you expect their first drive to look like?
I haven't seen them post
transformation,
rise, I guess you could call it. Yeah, post transformation. I'm looking forward to seeing what's worked. I do know they used to try and go deep. It didn't work for them. I'm pretty sure we got a few picks on them because she did try and go deep. She overthrew quite a few. So we'll see what she goes for today.
So here we go. As a reminder, our Women's One broadcast va être un broadcast bilingue. Donc ça veut dire qu'on va tenter de faire la discussion entre la mise et moi-même en anglais, tandis que le play-by-play, l'annoncement des jeux va être fait en français. J'espère qu'on va pas trop vous mêler. I hope we're not going to confuse ourselves too much. Tara has whistled in the game. 22 minutes to go in this first half. Here is your Women's 2 final between Carababes and Lizibu. What are you expecting on the first play?
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Let's see what we have. For Lizibu, we have Émilie Adam, under center. Premier essai à la ligne de 5 verges. Elle prend la remise. Elle regarde vers les zones profondes. Elle a une receveuse d'ouverte. C'est complété vers le numéro 15. 5, 10, 0. Touchdown immédiatement pour Sarah-Lee Morel. On vous a dit 150 verges en moyenne par match durant les playoffs. That's a 45-yard touchdown completion on the very first play. She's a third of the way towards her 150-yard average. Fantastic play, fantastic catch. How can Carababes defend that?
That's a great start to the game. Carababes can defend that by expecting it. I don't think they expected that deep ball.
And that was hit immediately. That is a dream start for this Ibu team. Maintenant, on va pour la convertir d'un point. Laissons voir ce qu'ils ont dans la tank de gaz. Elle regarde vers sa droite. Elle complète vers la milieu.
Wow.
Sarah-Lee encore. Le score est de 7-0. Les Ibu, on l'avance. Well.
That was a great throw. I think she did that little no-look action. That was
She
beautiful.
did a great job of looking away the defenders.
Yeah.
Sarah-Lee was just sitting down in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
That looked too easy. Wow.
Well defended. I would say it was quick and sweet, but I don't think she gave the opportunity for anyone to defend.
Last time these teams played, Lizibu completed 75 yards of total offense for 0 TDs. They have already beaten their previous benchmark. We now have les Carababes avec numéro 3 comme carrière, Samantha Albert qui repère vers sa droite. La passe est complétée vers la numéro 8. La numéro 8, c'est Geneviève Séjean. Le tac fait immédiatement par Lizibu. Un gain de 7 verges sur le jeu. Deuxième essai. Is this Carababes team a more conservative offense? Do they like the deep shots? I haven't seen them. What do they like running?
They like that short stuff. I don't think she has the arm for the long stuff. When she does, it's when it's wide open. Short and sweet, and you'll see that ball gets there slow, so her receivers do make her look good.
Laissons voir ce qu'ils ont sur le deuxième essai. Une receveuse ouverte au milieu du terrain. C'est complété vers la numéro 1.
Alexia.
Une belle passe.
Alexia Vitti.
C'est Alexia Vitti, parfait, un numéro changé par rapport à ce qu'on est sur notre feuille de match. So that's an easy 20-yard pickup. Tackle made immediately. Perfect, thank you. Tackle made immediately by Erika Roussel. Anyways, on a une petite erreur sur nos feuilles de match avec les rosters. On va s'arranger durant le match. C'est un premier essai pour les Carababes. La passe est complétée. Et 3, c'est une interception! C'est intercepté par les Ibu. Il ramène la passe à la ligne de 10-15. L'interception est faite par la numéro 10, Elodie Champagne. Simplement dit, la passe par la corps arrière Samantha Albert a été manquée.
Yeah.
Trop haut, too high. The pass sailed on her. These are uncharacteristic mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's uncharacteristic mistakes.
Really? What makes you say that?
Like I said, this Carababes team, it's those receivers and the defense that make the difference. I don't think the QB game is very strong in my opinion, but we'll see how it goes.
Let's see what Samantha Albert can do for the rest of this game, because right now, les Hiboux ont la balle à 1 verge dans leur propre terrain. C'est premier essai, 1 verge à parcourir. On prend la remise, on regarde vers la droite, on complète au milieu. La passe est incomplète.
Yeah.
Flags all over. That one, the flags are out. They're looking towards Elodie Roussel.
She needs to control her body on that one.
So when you say who needs to control the body?
Defender right there. She needs to control her body whenever she's going for the flag. I think she let go a little bit and gave a little too much oomph. Just go for the flag. Stay on your feet.
So that would be a pass interference call. 5 yards. Well, spot foul for roughly 5 yards.
Yeah.
First down, Les Hiboux, now inside Carababes territory. Driving, deep passes, penalties, whatever it takes. They're looking for a 2-score lead. Let's see what exactly Emilia Danzier sur un deuxième essai à la ligne de 20 verges. Peut-être un faux départ.
Yeah.
Oh, on va voir, un drapeau est sorti.
C'est
vers numéro 15. Encore une fois, Sarah-Lee Morel. On peut pas l'arrêter. Touché! Les Hiboux.
Wow.
But there is a flag.
The flag's going to be on offside rusher. It's not going to matter.
So that being said, if you want to look at the replay, I thought the Hiboux were offside. I thought there was a false start penalty. Actually on Sarah-Lee.
A little note for you and the viewers, I guess. An offside on the offense, we call that procedure, is killed right away. So the play would not have happened.
But I'm saying it should have been killed right away. Mistake, yes. Mistake, no.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, because the score right now is 13-0 for les Hiboux. Sarah-Lee is eating 65 yards already. Laissons voir si on va encore la regarder sur ce converti pour un point. Non, c'est pas vers Sarah-Lee, c'est plutôt vers le numéro 9. Du jeu physique. Pas de drapeau sur le jeu. Le converti n'est pas réussi.
Well defended. They were both there. Maybe ran into each other a little bit. Gave each other a little too much sauce. I see. Who's that limping?
Lemise, I have to say, I was never expecting this to be a 13-0 jump out lead for les Hiboux, but it is. Are the Carababes panicking right now?
Yeah, I think
they
so.
Are?
I think so. I think they're waiting for a play to happen. They thought this might have gone their way. We'll see if they can catch up.
Laissons voir sur le premier essai. Albert prend la remise, regarde vers sa gauche. On a un crosser qui s'en va. C'est complété immédiatement. Le tac, par contre, il est fait pour un très petit gain. Un très beau tackle sur le jeu par Erika Roussel. Un gain d'exactement 1 verge sur le jeu. That is not what the doctor ordered. You need more than a yard of play.
Yeah. I think they really came into this too conservative, overconfident maybe, too conservative, and now they're going to be playing catch-up. It's 13 points away.
They're already playing catch-up.
Yeah.
That being said, a score here, and they're right back in this game. They need to start creating something. They need to look to their top receivers like Alexia Vitti. Albert prend la remise, elle regarde vers sa gauche. C'est complété justement vers Vitti. Le tackle, il est fait immédiatement par Morel. Is that kind of short dink and dunk offense, those 5-yard completions, what they need?
I think that ends up being what they do. It's those quick 5-yard outs, and she gets yards on those. On a good day, right there, well defended, didn't allow her to get yards after the catch.
And yards after the catch is such a huge part of the game. If you can start creating yards after the catch, it becomes so much easier to move the ball. So sure, tackling is a huge asset. On a déjà un troisième essai, environ un 10 verges à parcourir. Albert prend la remise. Elle regarde vers sa gauche tout le long. Elle bouge ses hanches. C'est complété. La passe est attrapée. That was a bad pass.
That was a bad pass.
Albert had a fantastic season. She won QB of the year. Why is she not performing better?
Hard to say. It's slow ball. It hasn't been coming out quick. Hasn't been coming out sharp. The player was there. The player was open. She might be nervous. She might be worried about those defenders coming down. Time to maybe put our trust back on our players.
Well, she needs to trust her players right now parce qu'on a un quatrième essai. Quatrième essai, 10 verges à parcourir. Laissons voir ce qu'Albert a dans sa poche. Elle complète une passe. C'est vers la numéro 4. C'est vers Vitti qui fait manquer une joueuse. Yeah. Laissons voir. C'est un premier essai. We talked about yards after the catch. Yeah. Alexia Vitti made her player miss. How huge is that 4th down conversion for this Carababes offense?
Absolutely huge. Makes a difference right now. 1st and goal. You mentioned in the Div 1 game, Alexia, that I believe it was the quarterback for Les Bleus that had hips don't lie. In my opinion, Alexia Vitti's hips are the ones who don't lie.
Definitely. Alexia Vitti, 800 plus receiving yards on the regular season, adding to that total in the postseason. She can be a difference maker. She can be an MVP. Let's see what she has in store for the rest of this game. Mais en ce moment, on a un premier essai à la ligne de 25 pour les Carabins. On regarde vers les zones profondes. On lance. La passe est dans les airs. On l'a attrapé. Fantastique de la part de Viti.
Yeah.
Des mains sûres. Sure hands. Going up. Going down. She's not tall.
I think she threw into coverage there, and Alexia made that ball look great.
That was a way better catch than it was a ball.
Wonderful catch. She went up. She went up for that. I think the defender was maybe a few inches taller than her.
She doesn't look like a tall player. How does she come down with that ball?
Athleticism right there. That's just some great athleticism, Alexi. I can't tell you otherwise.
That's fantastic play. Anyways, the result is that was not a touchdown. They're at the 1 yard line. Alexia Viti is in motion. She takes the remise. She is tackled at the 1 yard line. There is a flag on the play. Lamise, you're the ref. Please explain what this flag is.
Procedure, running inside the red zone.
You cannot run in the red zone, even the women's division?
She could have called two things there. I think she said procedure. It could have been because of the run-in or because of the motion that she did.
So since this was...
I believe she was running in motion backwards as the snap happened. And so since it was forward or back motion...
but you're allowed backwards motion.
Are you?
Yes.
Forward and back? No.
You're allowed backwards. You're not allowed forwards.
Forward, she might have been going forward.
She might have been going forwards. Either way, third down, à l'intérieur de la zone rouge. Albert regarde vers sa gauche. Elle regarde vers sa droite. Elle complète vers Viti. Wow. Viti is a fantastic player. Amazing hands. The score is 13-6. Simply put, is this game going to be Sarah Lee contre Alexia?
I think so, because those are the two receivers right now. I think the person that will make a difference right now, though, is the quarterback, Samantha Albert. If she is able to hit more receivers, then she can spread that ball out. And her receivers are good. They have good stats. They can catch the ball. They can do good things. She just has to get the ball to them.
Yes, and a quick note for our production team, because I saw it show up. Marie-Lie Lapierre is wearing number 1 today. Alexia Viti is wearing number 4. Maintenant, les Carabins vont aller pour un converti de 2 points. Puis quelque chose qu'on voit rarement dans la division féminine. La passe est complétée. Elle est interceptée. C'est encore une fois la fameuse Sarah Lee Lapierre. Oh!
So the flag happened before there was definitely contact there, but the first player got that flag.
Regardless of the flag being made, is that contact not enough for a penalty?
So I think the penalty would have been tripping in this case, but if she's already flagged, then what's the... You bring tripped afterwards, you know? Like,
well, I can tell you...
I don't know. I wouldn't call that because it's over. The play's over.
But I would complain.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
Very shocking. You complain quite a little bit.
Just a little bit is what
Just
people
a little
say.
bit.
Very, very little bit. So, it is now 13-6. This is still a game in Lizibou's hands. They can score and reclaim their 2-possession lead. Sarah Lee has been unstoppable. 65 yards and 2 touchdowns already on the game. How are you taking that threat away?
I think it's going to be a tight game right now. They're coming back. Is Lizibou going to keep up?
We'll see. Thank you for not answering the question. Premier essai dans la zone à leur propre ligne de 5 verges. La mise, je suis pas contente avec moi. C'est une passe complétée dans les zones profondes. Un attrapé fantastique par la numéro 9. C'est Émilie Papillon qui va haut, qui attrape la balle. Spectaculaire. What a catch.
I think it's time for our production team to maybe fix the scoreboard, guys. It's 13-6.
Anyways, what a catch. They have made some fantastic high-point catches for their quarterback. Is this great ball placement or is this great receptions?
Great ball placement right there. She put it up and she went up and got it. I think if her player didn't catch that, no one was. So she put it in the great spot.
I am tremendously impressed with the Lizibou team so far. I've never seen them play, and this is some fantastic football we're seeing.
They did not look this way when we played them.
Clairement non. On a un premier essai à la ligne de 25. On regarde encore une fois vers les zones profondes. Non, on complète plutôt. On visait le numéro 14. On visait Élodie Roussel.
Oh.
Les refs nous pointent vers quelque chose.
What's going
What
on?
are the refs pointing towards?
I believe it's the scoreboard.
Interesting. It doesn't matter. Let's see what they're signaling.
Our scoreboard is correct.
And there we go. Now the scoreboard up here in the Bell Sports Complex, coming to you live from Brossard, Quebec, is correct as well. I think we have second down, deuxième essai et les buts. Les Hibous ont leur balle. On a une motion à côté du terrain. La passe est complétée dans la zone courte. La passe est complétée. Des pieds fantastiques. Tiptoeing down the sidelines. Émilie Papillon, 2 great catches.
I must say, Alexi, this is some great athleticism that people might not expect from the women's division. But, hey, we can play too.
Yeah, fantastic. And Émilie Papillon was the leading receiver actually for this team. 510 yards during the regular season, 9 touchdowns, 44 receptions. It's only been more during the playoffs that Semeli has taken that number 1 crown away. That being said, we have third down here, third down, 20 yards out. Troisième essai, on regarde déjà vers la zone début. C'est complété vers Amélie qui fait une défenseuse manquée. Tente de faire un deuxième manqué. Did she lose yards by cutting backwards there?
I don't know. I don't think she definitely gained any, though.
Well, if you don't gain, you probably lose.
Yeah, give or take.
Give or take. We have fourth down. We are a ways out from the end zone here.
Yeah.
You have fourth down, give or take 16 yards out. That being said, you've seen Emily make some absolute fantastic catches.
Yeah.
What is your strategy right now?
I think they're gonna do a little post right now, hit that back of the end zone.
I agree with that. You have to see the safety lurking up now, stepping back. C'est un quatrième essai.
There
Emily traverse le terrain. C'est vers la numéro 10. La passe est défendue par Alexia Vitti.
Number 15 was open on that. That post in the middle of the end zone was wide open.
Let's see if we can get a replay there because she made the harder throw. She was trying to throw a dart to the cone. And yes, in fact, the post was open.
The post was open.
The post was open, or at the very least, there was a play to be made.
Yeah.
The safety could have attacked it.
In the first long gain, she did make that throw. Oops.
Yep. And now les Carababes have a chance to regain either a tie or even the lead of a 2-point convert. Let's see what they have in store with 8 minutes left in the first half. C'est un premier essai à la ligne de 5 verges. On regarde vers la gauche, on tourne les anges vers la droite. C'est complété vers la numéro 6. Un tact physique fait par la part du numéro 11. Physical tackle. Physical enough for a flag or just physical?
No, I think she got away on that. She got away with that. She definitely controlled her body. She was going in hard, but moved away.
She was going in really hard.
She was going in hard.
It looked like she was about to give her a
great
bear
control,
hug.
though.
Exactly. It went from a bear hug, which will at the least get you 5 yards, sometimes kicked out for 10 plays,
to avoiding that.
Into a nice tackle, which is now setting up un deuxième essai. 10-15 verges à parcourir pour les Carababes. Albert prend la remise, elle regarde vers sa gauche, elle tourne les anges vers la droite, elle retourne vers sa gauche, elle complète au milieu du terrain, c'est complété à Alexia Vitti. Le tacle fait immédiatement par Samélie Morel. Un gain de 10 verges, on a un troisième essai. We have set up third down, 5 yards to go. Are you looking for a deep shot at the end zone right now?
I think she's going to go for that first down. It's interesting to see how Les Hibou is right now closing in on Alexia after that catch. They know her strength is gaining yards after she catches the ball. And notice after she catches, they were 3 or 4 right on her.
I'm really surprised by the physicality of this Hibou team. I was expecting a quick and shifty team. No, they are mauling the Carababes, who are a contact rugby team. Anyways, troisième essai, ligne de 20. On regarde vers les zones profondes. Non, c'est un sac du corps par la numéro 7, par Léa Raymond. On crée maintenant un immense quatrième essai. Au lieu de 4e et 5, on a 4e et 10. How huge is that sack?
Huge sack. Makes the difference right now. They're going to have much more yards to make. And I don't think the quarterback right there, I don't think Samantha is able to make that long throw.
Léa Raymond is one of the best rushers of this division. 8 sacks on the season, making her presence felt right there in a huge way. We have already 6 minutes 40 seconds left. A key fourth down coming up avec les Carababes. Un 10 verges à parcourir. Albert sous la poule, prend la remise, regarde à gauche, regarde vers la droite, complète vers la numéro 7.
No, didn't make it.
Not enough yards gained.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing an out route short of the sticks in that situation?
She's comfortable with those short routes. She's not comfortable with that deep. She's scared to throw it. Even if you're looking as of now, I can see that Alexia was actually open on that. Yep. Number 4 was open on the left side deep, but she didn't even look that way.
And that was a nice catch by Ophélie, but if you're throwing your receiver an out route, her momentum is pulling her out of bounds short. Play calling wise there, you need to be looking deeper.
Yep.
De toute façon, c'est un premier essai maintenant pour les Hibou avec une passe complétée vers la numéro 14. C'est la numéro 14, Elodie Roussel, pour un beau gain de 10 verges. I am liking what I'm seeing right now from the Hibou. They've hit their deep shots. They're now going back to their short game. Do they want to try to milk some clock right now?
I think not yet. I think they're going to still try and force it. They're doing a great job. It's steady. It's stable. I love the composure of the QB right now. She's doing a wonderful job keeping composed, keeping her team on a great pace. There's no need to slow down. Keep attacking the end zone.
Let's see. I'd personally go for a bit more of a conservative strategy here. That interception could be costly. Laissons voir ce qu'ils ont fait sur un deuxième essai. Ils ont un receveur disponible dans les zones courtes. C'est complété vers la numéro 15, Sarah Lee. There was contact. There was physicality. Simply put, Sarah Lee didn't care. She made the catch either way.
That's the physicality we can expect from Carababes. They're physical. They'll get there. Definitely something that's expected.
And I'm just so impressed so far with the physicality of this team. They're playing a rugby team, and they're making the rugby team
and they're keeping up.
Look like the weaker of the two teams. Anyways, c'est un premier essai. On regarde dans les zones profondes. C'est pour Sarah Lee. In all honesty, those are 2 missed plays. The safety for Carababes, Ophélie, could have made a pick on that ball. She missed. after Ophélie missed, Sarah Lee missed a chance for her third touchdown of the game already. Who should have made the play there?
That might have been a miscommunication between QB and receiver. I think maybe she thought she was running a fly. She might have ran it a little bit to the side. Definitely a good ball, though. I think she had advantage on that defender.
I'm not sure. I think that ball was placed in a position where it could have been intercepted.
Yeah.
Anyways,
she didn't touch it, though.
She didn't. She should have, though. Let's see if they can do better on second down. C'est un deuxième essai. On a des receveurs ouverts dans les zones profondes. On regarde encore une fois pour Sarah Lee. No. There is contact. I don't think that's a flag.
No.
What do you?
I don't think that's a flag because that ball was overthrown. If it was catchable, maybe we would even have a different debate.
Yeah, I think the contact was because the ball was badly thrown. They were both right into where the ball should have been.
Yeah.
It's a good no call there. In shocking news, I've had very little issues with the officiating today.
Extremely shocking news, Alexis.
Very shocking news. Yeah, I see. There we go. There's refs in the box now coming to beat me up. It's a very scary place up here. On a un troisième essai juste à l'intérieur de la zone des Carababes. C'est Adam qui prend la remise, regarde vers la numéro 7.
Non!
C'est attrapé, non! C'est presque échappé, c'est presque intercepté. Tout au fur et à mesure, those are two bad plays. It should have been caught. It should have been intercepted.
Just cost her team something big.
Yep, but all in all, no harm, no foul.
Fourth
that
down.
being said, we're set up with another 4th and goal and very long. This is not a situation you want to be in. Anyways,
let's see what they got.
Let's see what they have in store. Exactement. 4e essai et les buts de la ligne de 23 verges. On regarde dans les zones. Non, on regarde pas profondément. On complète plutôt vers le numéro 14 qui pile sur les lignes de côté. Turnover on downs. First down. Look,
kept
it's
it
4th
safe,
down.
simple.
But here's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
If you want to gain yards after the catch, don't throw out routes. Throw in routes.
Yeah.
Is that an adjustment these teams should be making?
Throwing in routes on a skinny field like this is very difficult, Alexi. It's going to be
true. I don't play on a field like this.
Yeah. It's gonna come into traffic, and most teams are like Carababes are playing with that defender is crumpled up in the middle, so it's going to be difficult to cover that.
Laissons voir ce que les Carababes peuvent faire justement avec 2 minutes qui restent dans cette première demi. À leur ligne de 5 verges, on a un tracé croisé. Un passe fantastique. That's a one-handed grab. Reeling that in. Geneviève Saint-Jean with silky hands. How nice was that catch?
Another example of those receivers making their quarterback look good. I'm not going to lie. She's making their life difficult, but hey, they're there. It's
that
good.
Ball was thrown behind her. That was a solid yard or two behind. Thank God Geneviève had a great hands because she cradled that in with one hand, turned around, pulled it in towards her body. A fantastic
I would even
catch.
debate to you, Alexia, that if she would have led her to the outside, she might have gained some yards after that.
Probably would have. Definitely would have had a chance to make some tackles miss. De toute façon, on a un deuxième essai, un gain de 5 verges sur le dernier jeu. On regarde à gauche, on tourne les hanches, on regarde vers les zones profondes. C'est vers Alexia Vitti. Un attrapé fantastique dans le trafic. Des mains sûres, des mains en or.
1, 2, 3 coverage, and she made that catch.
That was gorgeous.
That was
and
an
to
incredible
be fair,
catch.
While we critiqued the ball placement last time, the ball placement on that one was exceptional. What was nicer, the ball placement or the catch? Wow, look at that replay.
Definitely the catch. Watch this. Wow.
She goes up.
Look at that. Doesn't even consider who's around her. Boom. Squish that ball.
That was a gorgeous catch.
There was some great defending. I must say she was there. She put her hand in there. She really tried.
But needs to be making more of a play on the ball.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on the ball. That could be an interception. I think the eyes are more on the receivers. De toute façon, le résultat, c'est un premier essai à la ligne de 8 verges pour les Carababes. La passe est complétée vers la numéro 2. La numéro 2, c'est Caroline Larivière, une joueuse fantastique pour les Carababes.
Yeah.
6-yard gain. Okay. Our last championship, teams struggle to convert in the red zone. Why is it so hard to score from this 4 or 5 yard line area?
It's difficult to get those gaps between you and your defender as an offensive player. They're tight. They're right on you, and you don't have much space to take. So it's a smaller zone. Trying getting open, trying to create separation is a little difficult.
Puis maintenant, on voit les Carababes avec le trips à gauche. Tous les 3 receveurs du côté gauche du terrain. On regarde l'avant à gauche, on tourne les hanches vers la droite. C'est un attrapé ou est-ce que c'est un jeu défensif fantastique de la part d'Erika Roussel?
Great defense. Erika Roussel, great defense. She bit on that. She saw it coming from a mile away.
And that was a bigger receiver in front of her trying to box her out, and she got a hand in there and smacked that down. Once again, time and time again, the physicality and the ability to fight through traffic of this Ibu team is outstanding. Bon, il reste 15 secondes. On s'approche du 5 jeux. Peut-être l'incomplétion, c'était un cadeau parce qu'il va rester moins de jeux après. Deuxième essai et les buts. On regarde vers la droite. C'est un sac. Non, c'est une interception! C'est la part, je crois, c'est bien. La numéro 9, Émilie Papillon. Un jeu fantastique. Ça change le momentum du match. Il reste 5 jeux. On mène par 7 points de la part des Ibu. Does a score here change the absolute outcome of this game?
That really does. They would have given them a nice a chance to keep up right now, but that took that chance away right there. They're going to halftime with a tighter chance of making this.
That play was huge. If Carababes score there, they tie up the game,
Yep.
or they take the lead.
Yep.
They get the ball back, and then Lizibou are chasing. A score here gives them a huge 2-possession lead. Let's see what Émilie Adam does. Avec son premier essai à la ligne de 5 verges, elle regarde vers la numéro 14. C'est complété à la numéro 14.
Wow.
Non, elle fait pas manquer Caroline Larivière. Par contre, c'est un beau gain d'environ une dizaine de verges de la part d'Élodie Roussel. You have 4 plays left. What is your strategy to get to the end zone in 4 plays for Lizibou?
Safe, but definitely hit those outsides. Be aggressive. When I say safe, I don't mean chicken out. Keep trying.
Take a shot to Sarali here.
Yeah.
It's been working. Laissons voir ce qu'on va faire sur le deuxième essai. C'est un gain de 6 verges sur le dernier jeu. On a Sarali dans les zones profondes. C'est plutôt complété vers la numéro 9, Émilie Papillon, qui tente de bouger ses anges, qui tente de faire manquer Caroline. On ne peut pas faire manquer Caroline. C'est plutôt un gain de 10 verges. On a un troisième. Non, c'est un premier essai. So we're at midfield exactly. 3 plays left.
Notice, Alexia, that Carababes definitely adjusted their defense. They saw that
They have.
that Sarali is running those posts in the middle. They've put number 7,
huge
Ophelia, in the safety in the back and
She
taken
looks
away.
terrifying at the safety role
Yeah.
there. I would not want to run a
Yeah.
post into her
Yeah.
because that looks like the contact would hurt. Par contre, premier essai, il reste 3 jeux. On tente de prendre en avance de 2 points. On regarde vers la numéro 15, c'est Sarali. Elle attrape toujours la balle. Le temps qu'il fait immédiatement de la part de Ophélie. That being said, that's exactly what they ordered.
Yeah.
A solid 10-yard gain. You have 2 plays, 12 yards to go. This is where Lizibou want to be.
I can tell that somebody told Ophelia to keep her eyes on Sarah Lee.
That's
She's
where the
keeping
ball's
that
going.
down now. Yeah, that's
I
where the
know
ball's going.
When I'm watching the play, I'm watching Sarali first and everyone else second because we know exactly where Lizibou want to go. And let's see if that's where they want to go with 2 plays left. On regarde, il reste 2 jeux dans la demi. C'est complété vers le numéro 14. Un attrapé fantastique. Et je crois qu'on va avoir une pénalité pour avoir retenu. Donc, the pass was caught by number 14. That's Élodie Roussel. And you're tacking on 5 yards after that. We're setting ourselves up for a dramatic
Are you calling it a
final
holding?
play.
I don't know if we're calling it a holding.
They
Let's see
should
that
be calling it a
discussion.
holding. You're a
don't
ref.
know.
What do you call there?
I don't know. We have to watch that replay. Exactly what he called. Was there something beforehand? Did she come in from her blind spot? What's going on?
I think that's a holding. I would call a holding, and I'm always right. So let's
are
see
you?
the replay right here. That looks like a holding after the play to me. But the flag, you're right, did come in a bit before
He
that.
came in early. There was something he saw beforehand.
But since I'm always right, they did call the holding. Thank you for listening to me. You're very welcome. No, that was a bit much, maybe. Okay.
No. Just tone it down, Alex. Tone it down.
So we are set
Here we
ourselves
go.
up. This is the final play of the half
We're
at
up.
the
Half-yard
half-yard line.
Half-yard line. As
What are
close
you
as
looking
possible.
for right here? This could be a game-changing play.
Complete this. Just
Complete
complete this.
Yes,
Complete this.
that's what you need to do. On a un premier, c'est à la ligne de 1. Dernier jeu de la nuit, c'est immense. On regarde vers la gauche. On tourne le ballon. C'est vers la
Yes.
numéro 1. C'est des mains sûres. C'est un touché. That's a huge touchdown. Émilie Papillon. On prend l'avance. 19-6 pour les Hibous.
Wow. Way to secure it. That's a way to go into halftime.
They're going for a 1-point play. Let's see a
1-point
touchdown
timer.
there. Those hands are so sure. Fighting through traffic. What an
She
exceptional
fought
play.
for that ball.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
She
look at
had
that.
Alexia
Look at that.
Vizzi, one of the best
Right on
defenders in the division, draped over her back, leaning over, maybe enough for a contact penalty. But no, instead comes out with the catch on the huge touchdown. 1-point conversion attempt here. On regarde vers la gauche. On lance au milieu du terrain. That pass was,
Thrown behind her.
as many nice passes as she's thrown, that pass was underthrown.
She was open, though.
Okay, it is now halftime. So, halftime, here we are. We're letting Leo and Rob get out of the way. We don't want them in the shot. Sorry, guys. Okay, 19-6 lead for Lizibou. For starters, how shocked are you?
I'm extremely shocked. These are the underdogs. We weren't expecting it, but listen, it's the grind. It's that work that they've been doing.
Yep.
That grind, the work that they've been doing to increase their skills throughout the season, right now it's showing. Carababes, I think, came into this too comfortable. I think their weaknesses are shining, and Les Hibous studied them up and knew exactly where to go, exactly what to do to stop them.
They really have, and what's so shocking for me, look, you told me, Carababes are a rugby team, and they look like a rugby team. They're a big, physical team with defenders who clearly have the height advantage. this Ibu team looks smaller, but how do they keep on winning these physical matchups? How do they keep on high pointing the ball against a team which is bigger and stronger than them?
It's a mental game right now. I think that they know that they're able to compete with it. You mentioning the physicality doesn't scare these girls as it seems, right? So Les Ibu is matching that physicality right now, and I'm seeing it from both sides. Whenever they're putting those elbows up, they're putting them back. Number 9 right there for that touchdown right from Les Ibu. She fought for that ball. She was not afraid of Alexia, who is known to be physical. So this is going great. I know that Les Ibu is not afraid right now, and they're confident.
But I think the Carababes might be afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, they are down by 13 points at the half. That being said, not all is lost. They're starting with the ball. What can they do? What do they need to change in the second half to come away with the win?
I think it's important for them to change their tactics on offense right now. Normally what they get away with is that short plays, and then catch and gain afterwards. But Les Ibu is stopping the gains after catch. So no yards after catches are being made right now.
I really agree there, and I think more than that, they need to do a better job of setting themselves up to be in situations where it's 4th and reasonable.
Yeah.
So many times we've seen 4th and 10, they throw short of the 6, tackles made.
Yeah.
We know that's going to happen. We know that 4th and long is not a good situation to be in. So they need to start maybe being slightly more conservative on 2nd and 3rd down, and making sure that the number 1 goal is setting up a 4th down which is manageable, which is achievable, and making slightly smarter calls on 4th down. As I said before, maybe you disagree, but I don't think throwing an out route short of the sticks on the sideline is the right call to make on 4th down.
Surprisingly, I agree with you, Alexi.
It's a first. It's a first. We've heard it here. Lamise agrees with me. I'll remind her of that when she's refereeing my games. So
I still won't agree with you there. But definitely right now we noticed that Carababes made adjustments on defense. It's time for them to make adjustments on offense for this to change.
So Les Ibu are doing well. Is there anything they can be doing better? Is there anything they need to be looking to change in the second half?
I don't know about change, but definitely more completions. The quarterback is making a few mistakes, but it's not that it's making a huge difference right now. But if she doesn't make those mistakes, it would add a huge gain. So,
perfect. Anyways, we are now back to second half action.
Yeah.
We're live here with your Women's 2 Winter 2023 Finals between Les Carababes 10-0 undefeated teams against the underdogs Les Ibu. The score right now, starting the second half, is 19-6. Let's go back to field level. With the second half, you'll have Carababes with the ball, driving, trying to make this a one-score game. Let's see what they can do. So for me, the trick in the second half for Carababes will be to go back to Alexia Vitti time and time again.
Yeah.
She is the most reliable threat we've seen. Take what works. Do you think there's any other receivers here who could make a difference?
I mentioned it earlier in the first half, Alexia. I think all of her receivers are great. She just has to get them the ball. Number 7, number 6, all of them are great. They catch, they do a good job, but I think she's having a hard time getting the ball there.
Laissons voir ce qu'ils vont faire sur le premier set. On commence la deuxième mi-temps. Albert regarde vers la gauche. On a un drapeau. Je crois qu'on a une interférence.
Oh!
On a une interception! Un jeu
another
fantastique.
flag.
Des drapeaux. Le terrain y est orange. Par contre, c'est une interception pour le moment de la numéro 10, Elodie Champagne. Lamise, there's too many flags. I don't know what to say. What do you think just happened?
I think there was a flag to start the play. I'm not sure what that flag was. I can 1,000% tell you what the second flag was. After the interception, there was a great contact from Alexia. That's what those second sets of flags were thrown for, was the contact after the interception. I'm not sure what the first flag was called. Might have been interference on the rusher. It might have been interference on the rusher. So both are
interference on the rusher.
Yeah,
that penalty is declined.
They're going to take the bigger penalty, which is the illegal contact.
Illegal
contact against Alexia. It's going to be first down, and they're going to move up.
That is exactly what Les Ibu wanted. That's a dream scenario.
Yeah.
Maybe there already was a replay. Maybe I was too excited and wasn't looking at our screens. But that was exactly what Les Ibu needed.
So
there's
that obstruction on the rusher. That first flag flies. That catch, and look at that. She's taken her down from behind. That's a very dirty shot, I would say, but...
There we go. Dirty shot by the Carababes is not rewarded. Instead, on a un premier set à l'intérieur dans la ligne de diverge pour les Ibu. On tente de mettre le clou dans le cercueil des Carababes. Laissons voir ce qu'ils vont faire. Adam avec la remise. La première set est complète vers la numéro 15, vers Sarah Lee. Is that a drop by Sarah Lee, or is that a nice defensive play?
I don't know if you noticed, Alexi, but Carababes have come into this a little bit more aggressive than the first half.
Very aggressive.
They've
got their sleeves rolled up and they're ready to play, which I love to see.
I mean, I love to see. I just hope nobody gets hurt.
No, it's not looking that way. All the contact looks so far.
Yeah.
Everything's in control.
Yeah.
Injuries happen when people are not in control of their bodies. These are all exceptional athletes who are all in control of their bodies. Maintenant, on a un deuxième essai.
Physical game.
Un touché ici, c'est immense pour les Ibu. On regarde, deuxième essai, ligne de 9 berges. Adam prend la remise, regarde vers sa droite, regarde le coin de l'end zone. C'est défendu par la numéro 6. Un jeu défensif fantastique par Laurence. Par contre, could she have intercepted that ball?
Les deux, Caroline and Laurence could have intercepted that ball.
And Caroline was
That's
an
a tip
all-star.
drill right there.
She was a two-way all-star this year with a ton of receiving yards, interceptions. She is a fantastic player in her own regard. Do you expect that to be intercepted?
I would expect some communication on defense right there.
Do you
Both were there.
intercept
Oh, definitely. I could see Rochelle, mine, and tipping that and me catching her tip.
Definitely. I think Rochelle just picks it off on her own, but that's my own perception. Anyways, a dangerous play on second down. Maintenant, ils ont survécu pour vivre pour un troisième essai. On a un terrain, un place vers Émilie. Elle fait briser un tackle. Missed tackle. The result is a touchdown to Émilie Papillon. 3-score lead, Ibu.
Wow. That's her second touchdown.
Huge. And we've seen during the regular season, Émilie Papillon was their leading receiver. They've taken away Sarah-Lee Morel. Do you think Émilie Papillon is now going to have the bigger halves and so much emphasis is being put on Morel?
I'm shocked that both Sarah Lee and Émilie right now are making these plays.
On a un converti pour 1 point. La QB, Aldan, regarde vers sa droite. C'est vers Sarah-Lee.
So
that
I think
pass
what's
was thrown
happening,
behind her.
yeah, I think right there what's happening, Alexi, is that they're knocking down Sarah Lee right now. They eliminated her from. They eliminated Sarah Lee as a receiver, and that's why Emily is getting open right now.
Yep. So they have eliminated Sarah Lee very much, which is a very impressive adjustment that they have been able to make.
Yeah.
Let's see, though, these needs start away taking Émilie. That being said, Carababes need to score, and they need to score now. C'est un premier set. On regarde vers les zones profondes. Non. C'est plutôt converti vers Alexia dans les zones courtes. Le tacle fait immédiatement par Mathis. Is it time for some deep shots from Carababes?
It's time for some deep shots, Alexi. Look at that scoreboard right now. It's not looking great.
It's a shocker.
They're comfortable, and I don't understand why. They need to be in more of a rush. They need to be attacking that end zone.
They need to be panicking right now.
Yeah.
You're down by 19 points in a championship final. You need to air out the ball, take some deep shots, get your onside kick ready.
We see their intensity on defense. I don't see their intensity on offense right now.
You're right. It's lackluster. There's not even a hurry-up offense going. Mais c'est un deuxième essai, rien d'un moins, avec des tracés dans les zones courtes. C'est une passe à Alexia Vitti avec le tacle fait immédiatement par le numéro 11. It's short crossing routes with tackles being made immediately.
Yeah.
Is this a path to success? Can they drive the field, or do they need shots to win this game?
This has worked for them the entire season, Alexi. When we played them, Red Nation, we stopped that, and that's why it was a very tight game. They did beat us by a few. Right now, Les Ibu is holding that down. This is not going to make them win the game.
And they need scores quickly. Regardons son troisième essai. Si on regarde dans les zones profondes, pour le moment, il n'y a pas de passe dans les zones profondes.
No, wow.
Elle est plutôt...
Wow!
No. For me, Elodie Papillon was trying to show off. She could have got 2 hands on the ball.
1000%.
Let's see it again. She tried to go for the spectacular one-hand pick. Would have made the highlight reels, yes, but should she have intercepted that one?
I don't think she expected to touch that.
She's tall. She's physical. She should have got 2 hands.
She saw it last minute. She's like, oh, yeah.
And she nearly cradled that in with
did.
one hand. That was an exceptional
But
play.
that's another show for you of
Maintenant, dans un quatrième essai crucial. Est-ce qu'une complétion, ça veut dire une prolongation pour les... Oh, c'était pas des bons mots. Anyways, la complétion est plutôt vers la numéro 2.
Yeah.
Vers la numéro 2, Caroline. The pass was caught short of the sticks. What we said at halftime was you need to start throwing the ball past the first down marker on 4th down. Why is it being thrown short?
Alexi, there's no better way to say this right now, but the quarterback for Carababes is not able to throw that long ball. She just tried, almost threw a pick. She's comfortable with the short and sweet, and it's not getting them anywhere. She's not. If she doesn't change that right now, which I don't think she will, because I honestly don't think she's capable of throwing a good long ball unless it's extremely open. So
it's looking like Carababes are dead in the water.
Yeah, it's not looking like they're willing to change.
And they need to change. Laissons voir ce que les Hiboux peuvent faire. On a un premier essai avec déjà une avance de 19 points à leur ligne de 5 verges. Albert regarde vers Émilie Papillon qui capte la passe, tente de faire manquer Vitti. Vitti fait le tac immédiatement. C'est un gain de 7 verges. See, the short pass for Hiboux is what they need because they want to run some time off this clock. Still 15 minutes left.
15 minutes left. They're running the clock. They're short and sweet, securing the ball, keeping it safe, but still aggressive.
Decently aggressive, and that's a nice pass. Those easy completions underneath are exactly what they need right now. It runs time, it runs plays, and most importantly, it avoids costly interceptions. On a un deuxième essai, un gain de 6 verges sur le dernier jeu. la QB, Émilie Adam, prend la remise, regarde vers sa gauche, elle regarde vers les zones profondes dans la direction de Sarah-Lee Morel, complètement ouverte. Le talk fait par Lexeviti, un gain de 20 verges.
Wide open. Great, crazy miscommunication on defense there. The one time, and they bid on it on offense, the one time where that safety wasn't there, Sarah-Lee got wide open, took advantage of it.
And that was a safe pass. I don't want Lizibou throwing deep at this point because that's too risky in my opinion. But when you are that open...
Yeah. That's great vision from the QB right there on Leibou for seeing that.
And it's true because Sarah-Lee is known for running these posts.
It looks like we have a challenge.
Are they perhaps challenging that one of her feet came down out of bounds on this?
Out of bounds? I think maybe they're challenging the sack.
Interesting. In your opinion, is this a good use of a challenge at this point in the game, or do you rather change it later?
Hang on.
So my big concern at this point in the game is it worth challenging a play at this point in the game, or do you want to save that challenge for later on in the game? Do you want to challenge a controversial touchdown, a last-minute catch? But I've heard now from the booth, from our very own Walter Berry, they are challenging that there is a sack that occurred on this play. Lamise, what are your thoughts? Give us your analysis.
I think if they're so certain that it's a sack, then it might be worth this. I don't think it is a sack, but let's see.
It's definitely a reception. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet down.
The reception is not in question whatsoever. I mean, listen, you're talking about these challenges, Alexi. You get one, but listen, might as well take your shot. You don't know. It's the second half. You don't know if you'll get another opportunity.
It does stop the clock, so they're not wasting any time.
Yeah. And you don't know if you'll get another opportunity to use it. Might as well,
look, we know that sacks are a really hard play to challenge. You need something conclusive to overturn the ruling on the field.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything which can tell you this is conclusively a sack?
I mean, I got one replay. You're putting me on the spot here.
Well, one replay should be enough. I
think she got the ball out.
Right here.
I think she got the
ball out.
I don't think it's a sack. I think it's a great call on the field, great catch.
Yeah.
It's first down.
And sacks are those bang plays, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time that advantage is going to the quarterback, not even out of the rule book, but if you're thinking mechanically as a referee, you have to look from the hips and then look up to the ball. So you're asking from that split second from hips to ball if it's a sack or not.
Also, we have to remember that once that arm is up in a tie, that advantage is given to the quarterback. Look, she doesn't have the flag out. The flag came out after the ball is halfway through the air. That is definitely not a sack.
And I think we're about to get a call transmitted down to the field. Walter Berry has put back on his glasses. It means he can now look away from the computer. And I think we're going to turn around out to Tara Marakic for our call on the field. With intense, with suspense, la décision est... Tara, you make me.
No sack.
Perfect.
First down. Great minds think alike, Alexi.
That feel like a Hail Mary attempt by Carababes? Was that a desperation challenge?
I think they're trying to see what they can do to get the advantage right now. It's unfortunate that they have to come to this, but here we are.
Mais maintenant, pour retourner au jeu, on a un premier essai pour les Hiboux. Adam prend la remise. Simplement mis, elle a manqué, ça passe.
For the viewers at home who might think that was grounding, there's a little loophole in the women's division.
There is no intentional grounding.
There is no intentional grounding in the women's division. So some of the guys watching from home right now might say, hey, there was no one there to receive it.
That being said, I can also confidently say that was not intentional. She had an open receiver. I think that was just a misfire.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We'll see if there's a replay. She had an open receiver on the out route. I think she purely just clutched down a bit too hard, let it slip.
Well, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Anyways, un deuxième essai à la ligne de 12 verges. On regarde pour mettre le clou dans le cercueil des Carababes. On complète au milieu du terrain. C'est complété à Sarah-Lee Morel. Les mains dorées de Sarah-Lee. Le tac fait immédiatement. On m'en amène dans un troisième essai à la ligne de 6 verges.
Yeah.
Bon, what are we looking for now? They're at the 6-yard line. Is this Sarah-Lee time? Is this Émilie time? Because those are the two main receivers.
I think it's definitely going to be Émilie time. Sarah-Lee is going to be covered right now by number 7 on Carababes. Ophelia is keeping her in her eyes. You'll see her moving around with her on the field.
And to be fair, credit to her, Ophelia is having a great game, completely taking away Sarah-Lee.
Yeah.
C'est un troisième essai. On a un tracé vers la part de Papillon. Le tac, par contre, il est fait de la part du numéro 6. Le tac, il fait immédiatement. La passe captée par Émilie. Le tac fait immédiatement par Laurence. On a maintenant un quatrième essai crucial à la ligne de 2 verges des Carababes. Is there a path back into this game for the Hiboux, for the Carababes, if they stop this pass here? Is there a path with 13 minutes left?
Their defense might be their own way right now. As long as they keep things safe, no huge penalties, maybe make a pick or two and get that ball back. They're known for making a few pick sixes. Maybe that'll change things. I don't know.
A pick six here would be crucial. That being said, what's most important is a stop. On a un 4e essai absolument crucial dans ce match. Et on va coller un temps mort de la part des Hiboux. Leur coach sur les lignes de terrain indique clairement temps mort. Is this a good use of timeouts from les Hiboux?
I think so. He's trying to think of something strategic. Coach knows that right now they're covering. They're covering definitely. Who's number 9 again?
Émilie Papillon.
Émilie Papillon a little bit less, and so he's probably going to try and see who else will step up. It's incredible to see, Alexi, how this team right now, les Hiboux, is allowing diversity. So much spreading out of the field. Ball's being spread out great. They saw one person's covered. They're happy that.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think that's a great use of timeouts.
Yeah.
We have one timeout left so far per team, which is enough for a video challenge, for an onside kick. Maintenant, regardons le terrain. Un 4e essai immense pour les Hiboux. Peuvent-ils mettre le clou dans le cercueil? La QB regarde vers sa droite. C'est vers Sarah Lee. Wow. C'est capté. Touché. 31-6 pour les Hiboux. C'est immense. Is that game over?
Yeah, that's game over, Alexi.
Perfect. So to go back to the question, Rob, FPF president, came into the booth and just asked me, who's your MVP? I put a little note down. I said, Émilie Papillon. Is that key 4th down catch changing your mind? Is Sarah Lee your MVP? Or maybe is it QB Émilie Adam, who's had a perfect game?
I think it's Émilie Adam who's had a perfect game. I think that QB right now is making that difference. She stepped up. She's making great calls, great thoughts. Look at
and
this.
Another great pass to Émilie Papillon. Toe drag swag on the sideline. I'm sorry, that play-by-play call wasn't in French. We were too busy discussing. So let's go back to our 3 stars. Pour moi, en ce moment, il y a 3 claires candidates pour la MVP. C'est Émilie Adam et Lydie Roussel. Émilie Adam, Sarah Lee Morel ou Émilie Papillon. Laissons voir comment le match va progresser, mais c'est clairement une de ces 3. Agreed?
I agree that the QB right now is making a difference in this game.
Look at that.
Émilie Adam is doing a great job.
Look at the body posture from Carababes on the sidelines. They're sitting down, they're defeated. Premier set pour les Carababes. On regarde vers les zones profondes. Ça a l'air d'une interception.
Wow.
C'est intercepté par Émilie Papillon. Oh, un dip. Elle fait manquer des tacles. Oh, c'est fantastique. C'est beau. Game, set, and match.
Icing on the cake, Alexi.
Exactly. A fantastic play by Émilie. It's nearly like she heard us talking. Does that now sway your mind again for who your MVP is for this Women's 2 final?
You know, if you think of it, Alexi, right now, we have to think of how Sarah Lee stepped up in the playoffs. It's made a huge difference for her team. Yes, Émilie Adam has secured this, but stepping up definitely makes a difference for your team.
It's a hard call. Maybe we won't have to make it. Maybe we'll leave it up for someone else to decide. But there are 3 players who are absolutely bawling out right now for this Hiboux team and putting on a show that I can tell you I did not expect. I was expecting Carababes to come away with this win. Laissons voir ce qu'il peut faire. S'il peut mettre encore un trou dans le cercueil. Oh! Clairement, Papillon veut tenter son attrapé à une main. Elle a tenté l'interception à une main. Elle tente la passe de toucher à une main. The one-handed catches aren't quite there. Still a fantastic game. Could she have caught that one with 2 hands?
I think so.
Is she trying to put on a bit of a show?
No, I think she was 2 steps behind. She might have been a little slow on that route. Yeah, she might have been a little slow on there. If she touched it, we could have said that she had a show-off moment right there.
That being said, again, fantastic ball placement.
Yeah,
that's a safe ball. There's no risk there. That's exactly what you want to be doing. Up 32-6 with 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in the championship game. Et ils ont survécu pour un deuxième essai pour les Hiboux. On a un tracé vers Émilie Papillon. Elle tente de faire manquer le tackle. Non, le tackle est fait par Viti. C'est un gain de 10 verges. 3e essai à l'intérieur de la ligne de 5 verges. Look,
Émilie Papillon stepping up right now is just wow.
She's looking fantastic. There's 9 minutes left. Nearly a 30-point spread in this game.
Yeah.
What do les Hiboux still have to prove? What do they still have to play for?
This is the great underdog story right now, Alexi. It's incredible to watch and very happy for them and so glad that they're able to complete right now.
Yep. Maintenant, c'est le 3e essai. On regarde vers les zones. Oh, c'est intercepté par la numéro 8. Une belle interception par la numéro 8 des Carababes. C'est Geneviève Saint-Jean qui a lu le tracé. She undercut the route. She jumped it up.
Too little, too late.
I was going to ask if that was too little, too late. So the answer clearly is, that is, in fact, too little, too late. Look, if there's any chance left They need to score on this play, they need to score on the onside kick, and then they need a pick six.
Yeah.
Is there any situation where that happens in your mind?
No. I don't think from the start of the game, they haven't been able to do a good job on offense. Right now, their defense is going to do a great job. But watch this.
Laissons voir sur le premier essai. Il regarde clairement vers les zones profondes, mais il prend le hook short sur le sideline vers la numéro 6. C'est capté par la numéro 6 des Carababes, Laurence Newman. Chaillé, le tact fait immédiatement par Sarah-Lee Morel.
It's 8 minutes left in the game. You're down by so very much. You're still going short to the outside.
Well, they're going short to the outside because Lizibou are taking away those deep throws. Simply put, they're not there.
No.
Deuxième essai. Laissons voir si on maintenant assez vers les zones profondes. Non, encore une fois. Short vers l'outside. Encore une fois, on connaît le récit. On connaît ce qu'on va dire. C'est capté par le numéro 8, Geneviève Saint-Jean. Tact fait immédiatement par Sarah-Lee Morel. Look,
do you think Sarah Lee could have cut that off?
I don't think you need to try to cut that off. I'd rather up 32-6, make the safe play, make the tackle, make them drain some of this clock.
I agree. Let them catch the flag, call it a day.
Why do you think they're not looking towards Alexia Vitti?
I don't know right now. It worked for them to start. I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. Anyways, un troisième essai. On tente maintenant de acquérir le premier essai. La commence est complétée vers le milieu du terrain, captée par Caroline, très proche d'un sac du score par le numéro 7, Léa Raymond. La passe a sorti avant, captée par Caroline. Premier essai pour les Hibou, pour les Carababes. Look, while Carababes might not be having the finals they wanted, let's take a second and think. What a fantastic season they had going 10-0.
Yeah, I think it's a season that we had with so short time seeing other teams. It takes more than one game against them to adjust to them. Their aggressivity is hard to match, and I think that got them this far. And unfortunately now the aggressivity is matched.
They met a team that's more aggressive.
Yeah.
Premier essai pour les Carababes. On regarde encore une fois vers Caroline. Le tac fait immédiatement. These Hibou are doing a fantastic job of making tackles and taking away the deep.
Yeah.
What are you calling on defense to make sure that you're slowing down this game?
I'm calling a one safety defense, keeping that one girl in the back, taking away that deep ball. But right now, I'm seeing that the QB from Carababes is not going deep. So I'm going to keep those three girls short, hold that down in zone, and take it away from her because she's not going far.
And let's see if that's what they do right here sur un deuxième essai à la ligne de 11-12 verges pour les Carababes. Oui, encore une fois, ça a l'air dans les zones courtes. Encore une fois pour Caroline, qui cette fois-ci réussit à faire manquer un tacle, réussit à faire manquer un deuxième tacle. Finalement mangé par la défense des Hibou. Look, those missed tackles is what Carababes needed earlier in the game to turn this into a win.
It's one thing that they have was the aggressivity and the little things, yards after gain, but those two things got taken away, and you see that there's not much left in the team, unfortunately. Their true colors do shine.
Yeah, unfortunately, just the body language now. I think at this point, they've all but admitted defeat. On the sidelines, they're flipping bottles. They're talking to each other. There's not much fight left. It'd be nice to see at least a touchdown here. Is this third or fourth down?
I'm not sure. I believe it's third.
On va dire troisième essai, il est but. On complète une passe encore une fois vers Caroline. C'est un touché. C'est 32-12. Maintenant seulement un écart de 20 points. Look, do you go for the onside kick here?
You have nothing to lose. You got 5 minutes left. If you don't go for the onside kick, then you're admitting defeat.
Yes. Are they admitting defeat?
They're going for 2 points. I think they are admitting defeat.
It makes it an 18-point game.
I must say some teams don't know how to take advantage of the onside kick rule, Alexi. It's an advantage that is new and they're not used to using.
To be fair, you're saying Samantha Albert doesn't have the strongest arm. Can she even complete that 20-yard pass you need for an onside kick?
This is more secure for them than losing completely for the onside
but this
kick.
path doesn't show a clear path to victory.
No.
De toute façon, c'est un converti pour 2 points pour les Carababes. On lance vers la numéro 4, vers Alexia Vitti. Le tacle est fait. Est-ce que c'est court? The tackle was made. It was a great ball. It was a great catch. That being said, the best thing about that play was the tackle.
Yeah. 20-point game and no onside kick attempt.
Yep. So there are now 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. How many minutes do you think Lizibou can burn on this drive?
At least 2 minutes. If they score, maybe more. I would say take advantage of the downs. Just play one down at a time and take as many as long as it takes to get to midfield and then as long as it takes to get to the end zone.
So for me, the biggest storyline for Lizibou is how much they've turned things around. They're looking at it now. Premier essai à la ligne de 5 verges. Là, on va voir ce qu'on va faire. C'est des tracés courts. C'est complété vers Sarah-Lee. Un beau jeu de la part d'Alexia qui a presque une interception. Encore une fois, trop peu, trop tard. But the changes that this team has made, how they've turned their season around after losing 20-0. They're now up by 20 points. How could a team change so much in so little time?
That's I can't even tell you. It's a great. I'm shook too. It's a great adjustment that they've made, and it's worked greatly for them.
And it's so impressive to see. Un deuxième essai, encore une fois en ligne de 5 verges. On regarde vers les zones profondes. C'est dans la direction de la numéro 14.
A little contact there, but
enough contact to bear the penalty?
No. A little letting you know I'm here.
Exactly. For me, that's good defending.
Yeah.
Especially the score right now. Look, it's a 20-point game.
Maybe
you need something major to get a flag out of the rest pocket at this point.
I think maybe a pick 6 right now would be great for Carababes. Might them get.
I mean, a pick 6 always is great, isn't it?
Right. Pick 6, maybe get possession again, and then potentially come back.
See.
I don't know.
Parce que c'est un troisième essai. Encore une fois, la ligne de 5 verges. Ils n'ont pas progressé du tout. Ils regardent vers. Honnêtement, je suis pas trop sûr ils regardent vers qui. La passe est lancée un peu trop haut.
Yeah.
These Ibus are starting to misfire. Are they complacent? Do they know they're going to win? What's in the heads of the Ibu right now?
I think Les Ibus is trying to keep the same plays they've been doing. She ran that play earlier in the game, and it worked. It might have been misthrown there, miscommunication between the receivers. It's good. It's good that she's keeping this so poised and so well. A good way to end this.
Yep.
They have run 2 minutes off the clock right now.
And we have a fourth and very long situation here. Remember that a turnover on downs will go to the Carababes 5-yard line. So, un quatrième essai, on regarde pas vers les zones profondes. On regarde plutôt vers Émilie Papillon qui tente de faire des joueurs qui vont manquer.
Wow.
Elle en fait manquer une, elle en fait manquer une deuxième.
Yeah.
Elle réussit pas à faire manquer la troisième. Éventuellement, c'est un tac. C'est un changement de possession.
Yeah. There's no reason there for them to go for deep, Alexia. They're in the lead.
There's none whatsoever. I fully agree with you.
You mentioned it, I believe, earlier in the day that in the women's division, if it's 4th down and you don't gain the yards, the other team gains possession at their 5-yard line. So it's not even worth the risk to go for a deep and worth the interception.
No, it's not. It's a very safe call. There's a minute 45 left. You see, on the bright side, Carababes are smiling on the sideline. Je crois qu'ils ont réussi peut-être la victoire et un peu à l'extérieur de leur grasp. La passe est complétée vers Vitti, qui tente de faire du moment manqué, qui en fait manquer une première défendeuse. Éventuellement, ne réussit pas à s'échapper d'Emilie Adam, la QB des Ibus, qui fait un beau tac sur le côté défensif du ballon. Il reste 1 minute 26. Ils jouent pour leur forme. Ils jouent pour l'honneur. What else do they have to play for? But that being said, let's also remember the fantastic season this team has had.
Yeah. I think it's good that they're going back right now to Alexia. She's finishing this game off on a great note, showing off those hips and having a good time.
An 800-yard receiving season.
Just
she deserves a little highlight in the finals. Regardons encore une fois vers Alexia qui capte la passe, qui réussit. Non, elle réussit pas à faire encore une fois manquer le défendeur. How good is Alexia in your mind? Is she an elite receiver in Women's 1, in Women's 2? What is her ceiling as a player?
I think she's an elite receiver, definitely. She's big on yards after catch, and that's tough in a small field like this, 5-on-5, when you're so tightly covered. So it's impressive, I must say.
And she's a small receiver who plays huge. Je crois que maintenant on a un troisième essai, 5 verges à parcourir, donc à la ligne de 20 des Carababes. On a un chemin à croiser. Oh, c'est une interception. Je suis pas sûr ce que la QB voyait. Fumble! No fumbles. There are no fumbles in FPF.
That being said, excited.
25 seconds left. I think Tara's going to whistle this game, or we're going to play out the final 21 seconds.
Maybe she'll be fair and play out the final 20 seconds.
That being said, unfortunately, I think that was an absolute miscue on the part of Samantha Albert. There was no receiver there.
Yeah.
There was simply a defender rushing down.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't a pick 6.
Yeah. I don't know how. Honestly, sometimes when I look at this, I don't know how they made it this far with that kind of offense, but here they are, and great football wins games.
Their defense has been fantastic all season. The top defense in the division, and was ultimately exposed by the Ibu in this final. This is the final play of the game, by the way, towards Sarah Lee Morel. It is incomplete. And we have an upset. We have one of our first upsets of the SPF champions. Les Ibus sont vos champions de la division féminine 2 pour la saison hiver-winter 2023. The Ibu are your champions.
What a great game.
So ultimately, it's not us who decide the MVP. We give our picks, we give our recommendations. I think it should be Émilie Papillon. What are your thoughts?
You think it should be Émilie Papillon? I think it should be Émilie Adam. I think Émilie Adam did a great job being composed and keeping...
It's definitely an Émilie.
It's definitely one of the Émilies, that's for sure. The quarterback made a great job adjusting. She did a great job being poised.
I think they just came back to us. I'm not sure they were listening to us before. That being said, one of the Émilies will most likely be your MVP. Look, I was coming to this game. I had the Carababes as roughly a 1-touchdown favorite. I didn't see any outcome where this was a 20-point difference. How surprised are you right now?
Honestly, after watching the first 2 minutes, I'm not very surprised. Carababes did not adjust on offense.
After watching the first play, that opening play, 45-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
it was not looking good.
No, but as soon as they got possession on offense, they didn't make a difference. But
anyways, we're heading down to field level right now. President Rob Campana giving up the trophy, giving out the MVP. Let's listen to Rob. On est de retour pour une dernière fois. A fantastic win on the part of the Ibu to claim the Women's 2 Championship. Lami's final thoughts from this game.
What a great underdog story, Alexi, finishing 5th in the season and ending as champions. So happy for them, so proud of them. The players stepped up. Whatever was covered, they found someone else to step up and win the game. Great team effort.
There you have it. Les Ibu sont vos championnes de la division féminine 2 pour la saison hiver 2023 par le score de 33-12, défaitant l'équipe de 10-0, les Carababes en finale. There you have it. Les Ibu are your Women's 2 champions, beating the 10-0 Carababes in the finals. Signing off from Brossard, Quebec, I'm Alexis Dubois.
I'm Lamise.
There we go. And next up, you have Stay Tuned for the Division 3 finals. Thank you and have a nice day.